The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Kingsland, England, Magnus.
As we present to you the second match in the first round of the TNA Xplosion Maximum Impact Tournament. Here comes Magnus, and certainly not only is he the winner of the Xplosion Championship Challenge, but he now goes into this tournament with an opportunity to face the World Heavyweight Champion on the upcoming Maximum Impact Tour. As big opportunity awaits.
Yes, and you know, we know that Magnus is well-versed in winning tournaments. He has won the Xplosion Championship Challenge in the past. Correct?
Certainly has. Big opportunity awaits.
And his opponent, from Anaheim, California, Kazarian.
And when we talk about opportunity, what an opportunity for this man. Kazarian about to make his way down the ramp. And as we know, this upcoming Maximum Impact Tour in January, so much at stake. Should be noted as well, Magnus will be able to cash in his championship opportunity at any point during the next year.
He's going to have to eventually, right? He's going to have to say where Magnus is going to, or what title's going to go after.
Well, certainly with the opportunity that awaits him now, he has 365 days from the day he won that tournament to cash that in. It could happen at any time, any moment.
Where do you find this stuff out, JB? How do you know this
people,
stuff?
my friend. I know people.
All right.
Gotta get to the bottom of these details, especially when so much is at stake in this particular instance, the Maximum Impact Tournament, where one man will emerge out of 8 to go on to face the World Heavyweight Champion in the main event of one of our upcoming shows in the United Kingdom. And obviously, Magnus looking to do that in front of his home countrymen in England. Kazarian, who has been on many overseas tours, would look to do just the same. Certainly, these two pretty evenly matched in terms of, obviously, Magnus with the size advantage, but Kazarian with the experience advantage.
Definitely. I mean, they're not far off in size, JB. I mean, Magnus definitely a little bit of a bigger competitor, taller, probably heavier. But Magnus, definitely, I don't think he has the same quickness, to your point, as Kazarian. Kazarian can hit you from any point in that ring and damage you.
Certainly, as we've seen for many years, Kazarian, an integral part of Fortune, now on his own, kind of an island unto himself. But certainly this opportunity that awaits him with a big drop kick could be huge for his career.
Ooh, nice. Very well done right there.
Spin kick that delivers Kazarian now. Second rope with a big leg drop. Right across the midsection of Magnus, now into the corner, and this is an opportunity that Kazarian looks to take advantage of. Here he comes in the corner. And delivers a huge kick. And a kick up. Leaves Magnus staggering. So much to talk about with this upcoming tour coming up. Oh, look at this.
Always thinking on his feet is Magnus. Look at that. You see how the knee and the ankle just get twisted up by Kazarian. Big time quickness by Magnus. Really attacking that left leg right now. Good game plan if he's going to stay on that leg.
Certainly is, and we've already announced many names going on the Maximum Impact Tour. Sting is confirmed. Sting will be there. What a night it will be when Sting returns to a place like Wembley Arena.
I can imagine that's going to be a massive, massive, crazy scene. You're going to be smack dab in the middle of that, I'm sure.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. And the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle already confirmed as well. The World Heavyweight Champion Bobby Roode.
Between you and me, tell all the millions of fans there, or hundreds of thousands, whatever it is, over at Wembley. Cast it a low. They love me over there, by the way.
They do they?
Oh, they know me very well. They know me a long time.
I will do just that, Taz, no question about it. How will it be if Magnus gets to say hello to those fans in person when he gets a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship if he emerges victorious in this Maximum Impact Tournament?
That's a good way to do it right there. Just taking out one of the legs of Kazarian, who's a major league high flyer. So it's a good strategy by Magnus to take away a wheel of Kazarian.
No question about it. Will he be able to capitalize on it? That is the question we will find out when we return. It's the Maximum Impact Tournament matchup. It continues when we return on Xplosion. The action is spilled out onto the floor. This is a matchup, the second matchup in the Maximum Impact Tournament. Magnus versus Kazarian. That's going to do some damage to the left knee, no question about it. It's that very knee that he relies on so much for those high-flying maneuvers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying before the break. I mean, you know, it's a good game plan if you could take one of the wheels away, one of the legs away of someone to the level of a Kazarian, where he relies on that high-flying offense so much.
No question about it. Crowd getting behind Kazarian. A lot of fans, British fans on hand tonight as well, actually.
I'm not surprised. We get a large turnout in the Impact zone of people from the UK.
No question about it. Great vacation experience for anybody in Orlando, Florida. Come see Impact Wrestling live at Universal Studios Orlando. No question about it. Crowd rallying now behind Kazarian, who's in a tough spot as Magnus working over that left leg, specifically the knee, and here he goes with a,
nice counter.
2 count.
Oh my God.
Wow, what a powerful clothesline.
I'm not kidding, man.
And we're gonna have an opportunity to talk to both the winner and the loser of this matchup following this match right here exclusively on Xplosion. And last week we heard from the World Heavyweight Champion exclusively right here, Bobby Roode, who's headed to the Maximum Impact Tour as well. Oh, to his feet, Kazarian now answers with a big right hand, and again.
You don't see many guys who are physically gifted enough to do what Kazarian just did, but Kazarian can't follow up and run because of the effects to that left leg.
Speaking of following up, Magnus drops an elbow, follows up with a pin attempt.
You're a huge Magnus fan. I mean, we know that here on Xplosion. You more or less salivate when this guy's in the ring, right? You kind of, I don't mean that in a bad way.
Salivate maybe taking a little bit.
Salivate a little bit, you know what I mean?
I mean, I've been over to England with this guy.
I'm sure you have.
Seen the amazing response from the fans. We did a big autograph signing in Nottingham. We had a great time over there. Oh, absolutely.
And you hang out with this guy, you carry his bags around, you drive him around and stuff,
Don't
right?
carry bags, don't drive him around, no.
You pour his tea, give him a spot of tea, right?
We've dined with Bruce Forsyth. We've dined with some big celebrities over there, absolutely.
Have a spot of dick, right? That's what they call it, spot of dick, right? So a meal.
I don't recall having that, whatever that is.
Magnus knows what it is.
There it is from the top, big leg drop. And Kazarian doing some damage to himself, but inflicting just a little bit more apparently on Magnus. He needs to get that leg back in order. Tough move to do, especially after the work that Magnus has done on dismantling that leg. And Magnus to his feet first, not surprising given the beating that leg has taken all match long from Magnus.
Kazarian, he can't put any weight on that leg. Nice high forearm, though. Kazarian trying to build some offense. Wow, look at that neck breaker right there, JB.
Big move, here we go, 1, 2. And you can still see, even with that momentum, Kazarian still favoring that left knee.
You just get pushed back like that, hurt that knee.
Absolutely. Into the corner now. Here comes Magnus. Oh, over the top goes Kazarian, and a roll-up. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Oh, and a reversal.
Nice counter.
Magnus.
Ropes,
on the ropes.
Ropes, ref. A little too blatant right there by Magnus. Oh, look at this.
What a pin.
He's got a beat. He's got a pin for sure.
That's it.
Here's your winner, Kazarian.
Impossible to kick out of that.
Back and forth pinfall attempts. No can do, but Kazarian pulls one out and advances. And the opportunity that awaits for one wrestler to emerge in the Maximum Impact Tournament. We're going to hear from both men later on in the broadcast. Kazarian advances to round 2 here on Xplosion. Here in the broadcast, we saw my guest victorious over Magnus. Let's welcome in Kazarian advancing to the second round of the Maximum Impact Tour Tournament, and that means that you could end up being on one of the big Impact Wrestling shows, the Maximum Impact Tour, coming up London, Nottingham, Manchester, one of those 3 nights. The winner of this tournament will face the world champion. That could be you, my friend.
It could be neat, you know, and Magnus, if that is his real name, is no slouch. That was a hard match, JB. Europe, England specifically, has some of the best metal festivals around.
Oh yeah, download.
Huge, can't wait. More importantly, they have TNA Wrestling coming next year, and I could have the opportunity to win the TNA World title in London, perhaps Manchester, perhaps any of the great towns are going to be in it. JB, I am psyched. Never been done at TNA. Nobody has ever won a heavyweight title abroad. Why not? Why not add it to the many firsts of the career of Kazarian here in TNA, JB?
Well, certainly if you're victorious, you got to get through the next round and then the finals, but you could be on that plane headed to championship gold, my friend.
You know it.
Now, second round, any ideas, any thoughts on what it's going to take to get there?
Who knows, man? I got to see who's how those brackets line up. I got a lot on my mind these days. Fortune has basically imploded. You know, I'm kind of a man on an island, and this is real important to me right now. So, you know, I'm kind of tunnel visioned on this. So whoever it is, there's a good possibility I'm going to run through them again.
All right, well, best of luck to you, my friend. Congratulations on the win. Kazarian over Magnus earlier in the broadcast, and we are going to find out what Magnus is thinking coming up as well. Well, earlier tonight here on Xplosion, we saw a matchup in which our following guest, not victorious, but certainly I have something else to ask him. Magnus, tough loss earlier in the program, but I have a feeling that you're not so much down and out, really.
Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Not a big deal. People like me dust ourselves down and move on to the next thing, and that's what a champion does. And speaking of champion, you may remember, as you were calling the match, that I have an Xplosion Championship Challenge title match. And I'm going to tell you the stipulation. I just found out, I just got the word. I have 365 days, one whole year, in which I can cash the title match against any title I want. In Impact Wrestling, anytime I want.
Yeah.
This is a message. Everybody, all the champs, be on guard. Even you knockouts tag team title holders. You never know.
Knockouts? Are you kidding me?
Well,
So what you're saying is that literally
any title, anytime I want. That's what they told me.
I've understood it to be that anytime within the confines of this program, this 60-minute program, you can choose to cash in your opportunity. So if you see a champion that's maybe down and out in the ring, you might want to say, hey, ref, come on down. Time for a victory for the old Mag Daddy.
I mean, there is a case, you know, that there is a possibility that might happen.
Yeah.
You know, you'll never outfox the fox, Jay Bizzle. You know that as well as I do. But one thing I have now is time. I'm going to use it effectively. I'm going to bide that time, pick my spot.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, and I'm telling you at home, when I do, there's going to be championship gold around this gorgeous waist.
One thing off topic real quick, if you would. I talked to Phil the Power Taylor the other day, and he extended the invite for you and I to attend his big win at Ali Pally. Yeah, this year. We going?
Oh, it was just try and stop me, JB.
I'll be there with you.
Ali Pally, mate.
All right. Me, you, and Forsyth. Get a limo. All right. There he is, the Mag Daddy. And certainly with the stipulation now, anytime during the next year, he can cash in that win for the Xplosion Championship Challenge. Came up a little bit short with the Maximum Impact Tour tournament tonight, but certainly knowing in the back of his mind, anytime, anywhere, he could cash that in. Certainly could be an interesting 2012 coming up for Magnus.